Hey, what is going on, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Imperial Snowtrooper. Now this is from the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back line that they did with the classic card back with the nice Kenner logo, you know, that we all remember, those of us that grew up with this stuff. That's what the front looks like. Got a cool picture of the trooper, and of course you can see the trooper itself. Comes with two blasters. I think the long one is like a DLT-19, kinda, sorta, minus the bipod. And the classic E11 Stormtrooper blaster that we've seen so many times. In the back, of course, looks like that. It's got the other figures in this particular wave and a whole bunch of stuff that no one reads. But it's got a short little bio, well, just a little blurb that they put on here. It just says, commemorate the 40th anniversary of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back with figures from the Black Series featuring classic design and packaging. Now this figure has a little more tan on him than I remember. And I found a few pictures of the Stormtrooper, or the Snowtrooper. Some of the pictures, they look a little more white, like the picture on the card. And then I found a few where you can sort of see some tan, but whatever. It's a little more tan than I thought, but it's okay. Now the muddy boots are kind of throwing me. I don't remember Hoth being muddy. It's snow and ice. But this is one that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Got a great deal. This was just under $12, so yeah, couldn't pass it up. But I'm going to get this guy open, and we'll take a look at him. All right, so here we have the Imperial Snowtrooper out of the bubble. Let's just take a quick little look at him from head to toe. I think the helmet is pretty accurate. The chest piece looks really good. The belt looks good. The pouches I like. This little skirt piece has a really cool feel to it. Almost feels like leather, but it's definitely plastic. Got that we see on a lot of Stormtroopers there. These things on his wrist look pretty cool. Shoulder pads have some nice detail on them. The boots, despite being muddy, they look really good, but like I said, I don't remember Hoth being muddy. Even got mud on the bottom of his skirt. I don't know, maybe there was a spot inside Echo Base where the snow was melting and he stepped in something. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of messing with me a little bit, having muddy boots on a Snowtrooper. It's just kind of goofy. Yeah, it's a good-looking figure for sure. Let's just look at articulation. So the head, despite being this big old thing here, helmet / face covering, it can rotate pretty well. He's got a little bit of up and down, and a hair of tilt, just a little bit, not much. The arms go up to there, so these little shoulder pads actually go up underneath here. So you can get the arms all the way up, and of course they rotate around. He's got single jointed elbows, but it gets up past 90. Got a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. And one thing I noticed, my right hand swivel is so loose. It just spins so freely. I've never seen one this loose before. But on the right hand, he has the up and down hinge. On the left hand, he has the horizontal hinge. Golly, they're both so loose. This is crazy. Yeah, this one just spins. He's got a swivel at the torso, a little bit of not much tilt, and not much in the way of forward and back either. Not much. This big armor piece right here kind of gets in the way. But he does swivel pretty well. Legs go up. I mean, you can force them up, but this cod piece here kind of gets in the way. Got an upper thigh swivel. Legs go out that far. They go back, not much. The skirt totally gets in the way. And if you fold the skirt up, you can take a look at his knees. He does have double jointed knees that gets all the way up. But of course with the skirt, I mean, you'll never be able to do that unless you fold the skirt up out of the way. Feet go up, not far at all. The bottom of his boot there kind of gets in the way of any kind of up. But they go down that far. And of course they swivel at the ankle, just like all of them. So let's take a look at his backpack. So this thing on his back looks really, really good. Got some really nice detail, some nice colors. But it's held on by one peg. I still to this day don't know why they don't do two pegs, because with one peg, it can rotate. And it's not super secure. It just kind of barely sits in there. I really wish they would do two pegs just to prevent it from rotating so much. So let's take a look at his accessories. So So we have the E11 blaster that we see with just about every single Stormtrooper. This one, it's kind of stiff. It's a little bit bendy. It's got a little bit of silver paint there, but it's got the usual details. It's just black, nothing really special. And then, of course, he comes with the long blaster, which, like I said, looks like a DLT-19, the barrel especially. It's just minus the bipod, but it's got some weathering on it. It's got a little bit of silver paint here and there just to make it look, you know, like it's been through a battle. So let's see how he looks holding the blasters. We'll start with the E11. So this wrist, it's so loose. Okay, so he holds that fairly well. It just wants to rotate. If you look at it the wrong way, it just falls forward. Yeah, I got a really loose one. But for a two-handed pose, you know, you can get him like that. He's so armored up here, you can't really get the rifle up to where it looks natural. Like, you can get it up to like right there. It's kind of far away from his body though. So if you turn the head to make him look like he's aiming, it doesn't really look like he's aiming down the sights. You know, but for posing him on the shelf, you can get him like this, you know, just holding it. And the trigger finger just sort of sits near the trigger. Doesn't quite go through, but it's there. And it's very secure, you know, but again, for two-handed posing, you could do something like that. Just sort of him holding it. He can't really aim down the sights just because of the articulation up here. He has no butterfly joint to get the arm over, you know, to where he holds it close to his body like he's aiming. You know, you can get that up there like that. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, but overall, I think this is a really cool figure. You know, despite it being more tan than I remember, and the boots being muddy, just kind of funny, I think. Just kind of weird. It's got some really, really nice detail. You know, this long blaster looks really, really good. The helmet looks good. The chest armor looks really good. I think it's a cool figure. You know, like I said, the backpack just wants to spin. It's just a real shame they didn't make that 2 pegs. I like it. You know, this was such a good price, just $12. Got a great deal on Facebook Marketplace, so it's a good place to find Black Series figures at a pretty good price if you look hard enough. But if you like stuff like this, be sure and hit like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. I would certainly appreciate it. And let me know what you think of the Imperial Snowtrooper. Do you like him? Do you hate him? Just let me know in the comments below. And I thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.